I spent 2 years building a business plan in secret, only to watch my own sister present it to investors as her own idea, 3 weeks before I was scheduled to pitch it myself. Let me explain how we got here, because the betrayal makes more sense once you understand the relationship. My sister Priya and I have always been close, or at least I thought we were. She's 2 years older than me, and growing up, she was always the ambitious one. Valedictorian, internships at big firms, the kind of resume that made relatives compare us at every family gathering. I didn't resent her for it. If anything, I looked up to her. When I struggled to find direction after college, Priya was the one who told me to stop comparing my path to hers and just build something I actually cared about. So I did. I spent 2 years developing an idea for a sustainable packaging company, biodegradable alternatives for small businesses who couldn't afford the bulk order minimums that bigger eco-packaging companies required. I researched suppliers at night after my day job. I built spreadsheets, cold emailed manufacturers, took an online course in supply chain logistics. I told almost no one, because every time I'd mentioned business ideas in the past to extended family, someone would either laugh it off or, well, actually, me into silence. I told Priya, though.
I trusted her completely. She was the only person who saw my actual business plan documents because she offered to help me polish the language since she had more corporate experience than I did. I sent her my full deck, market research, supplier contacts, projected margins, the works. She gave me notes. Good notes, actually. I thought we were building something together, in the sense that she was helping her little sister get this right. I was saving up to attend a startup pitch competition that accepted applications twice a year. I'd missed the deadline for the spring round because I wanted more time to refine my numbers, so I was aiming for the fall cycle instead. I told Priya this. I told her my exact timeline. Here's where it gets ugly. 3 weeks before the fall pitch competition I was preparing for, my cousin sent me a LinkedIn post that Priya had shared. It was an announcement that she'd been accepted into a different, more prestigious accelerator program with a sustainable packaging startup. The post had a graphic with her face, the company name Green Wrap Solutions, and a tagline that was almost word for word the elevator pitch I'd written in my own deck 8 months earlier. I told myself it had to be a coincidence. Sustainable packaging isn't exactly an obscure industry. Other people could have had a similar idea. I clicked through to the company's bare-bones website, which had clearly been thrown together fast. The About section described targeting small businesses priced out of bulk eco-packaging deals. The exact gap in the market I had identified. The exact phrase "priced out" was in my original document, a phrase I remembered choosing carefully because it tested better than excluded in the feedback Priya herself had given me. I called her immediately. She picked up cheerful, like nothing was wrong. And when I asked about Green Wrap, she said, "Oh my God, isn't it exciting? I've been working on this for a few months. I should have told you sooner." A few months. The exact length of time since she'd asked to see my full deck to help me polish it. I asked her directly, did this come from my business plan? There was a pause, the kind of pause that answers a question more honestly than words do. Then she said something I will never forget. She said, "I mean, ideas aren't really ownable, you know? I just executed faster. You can't get mad at someone for being more decisive." I want you to sit with that sentence the way I had to sit with it. My own sister told me that taking my fully developed business plan, my supplier contacts, my exact language, and pitching it to a competing accelerator before I even had my own pitch ready was simply her being more decisive. I did some digging after that call, the kind of digging I wish I'd done sooner. Priya's accelerator program had application deadlines that lined up almost exactly with when she'd asked to review my deck. She hadn't been helping me polish my language. She'd been building her own pitch off my research,
while pretending to give me notes. The supplier contacts were the part that hurt the most, honestly. I had spent months building relationships with 3 specific manufacturers who were willing to work with small minimum orders. I had their direct emails, their pricing structures, the actual humans I'd talked to on the phone for an hour each, building trust. Priya's accelerator application listed 2 of those same 3 suppliers as secured partnerships. She had emailed them herself, using my name as a reference to get the conversation started, then continued the relationship under her own company name, without telling them or me what she'd done. I confronted her again, this time in person,
At our parents' house, because I needed to see her face when she answered. My mother was in the next room, which, in hindsight, I'm glad about, because Priya tried a softer tone this time, clearly aware our mom might overhear if she stayed dismissive. She said she was going to tell me eventually, that she didn't think I'd actually go through with the pitch competition, and that she figured she was just better positioned to make it work. That last line told me everything. She didn't think I would succeed, so in her mind, taking the idea wasn't theft, it was rescue. She had decided unilaterally that my plan deserved a more capable owner, and appointed herself. I did not let it go quietly. I emailed the 2 suppliers directly, explained the situation honestly and professionally, and asked them to confirm in writing who they understood to be their original point of contact. Both of them confirmed it was me, and one of them, uncomfortable with how the introduction had been used, actually pulled out of any agreement with GreenWrap entirely. I also reached out to the accelerator program myself, not to sabotage my sister out of spite, but because I had emails, timestamped documents, and a development history that predated her months of work by over a year. I wasn't trying to destroy her opportunity. I wanted the record to reflect the truth, because for the rest of my career, I didn't want this story to exist only in her version. The accelerator didn't pull her spot, but they did ask her to clarify the originality of her concept in a follow-up review. And from what I've heard through mutual contacts, that conversation was not comfortable for her.
I still pitched at the fall competition, with my original deck, my original supplier relationships restored, and a slightly bruised but very real conviction that this idea had always been mine to build. I didn't win first place, but I placed. And more importantly, I walked away with 2 manufacturer partnerships locked in under my own company name, properly this time, with everything in writing. Priya and I don't really talk anymore. My mother thinks I should let it go for the sake of family, which is a sentence I've started to recognize as code for stop making the person who did something wrong feel uncomfortable. I love my mother, but I'm done outsourcing my self-respect to keep family dinners pleasant. What I learned, expensive as the lesson was, is that trust isn't really about who shares your blood. It's about who respects the boundary between helping you and replacing you. My sister never saw the difference, and honestly, I'm not sure she ever will. The business is still mine. The name is still mine. And for the first time in longer than I'd like to admit, so's the credit.